Morning everyone on YouTube, and today we are reinstalling Windows 11 on my gaming laptop. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I have had multiple issues, and in gaming I have had issues where there was a lot of frame drops and many things, and it could be related to driver issues and many other Windows glitches that I have. Like, I don't see my startup programs at all. If I open task manager, and I can just show you here. See, I am only able to see one startup program, but I have multiple of them. So that is one of the things. The other thing is other glitches that I'm having with Windows right now. And I was just waiting for my exams to be over so that I can do this. And now the exams are over. I'm reinstalling Windows on my laptop. And I thought, let's just document this process. So if I run into any issues, I can try fix them and show you guys how I fixed them. And if I did not run into issues, I can show you guys how I installed Windows 11. So yeah, let's start with the first thing, which was backup. I backed up everything on my Google Drive. I took a driver backup, and I also took the backup of the settings of some apps which I've used, like OBS and Brave. Also, if you are using Brave, there's something called sync. You can just turn on the sync chain across your devices, and when you are reinstalling, put the sync code and it will sync your device. I can't show you the code because that's my code. So once all the backup is over, I'm here to download the Windows 11 installation media. I'm gonna just download the create Windows 11 installation media because this will create me the bootable drive on this. But if you are using Ventoy, if you wanted to, you can just download the Windows 11 ISO. So I'm just gonna download this Windows 11 installation media, keep it on a downloads folder and save. So once this is done, double click on it to start and click on yes. Okay, I'm not screen recording because I don't wanna spend time taking out the screen recording from the laptop. So once this comes up, I'm just gonna accept, and it's gonna ask me to put in a pen drive. So when that comes up, I'll just put in a pen drive. Okay, I'm just gonna put in a pen drive now so that there's no error. And after that, it is showing use recommended options for this PC. Since I'm installing on this PC, I'm just gonna keep use recommended options. So I won't be able to select anything here, but let's just keep it to use recommended options for this PC. Then I'm gonna click on next. Now it is saying USB flash drive. If you wanted an ISO file, you can also get it from here, but I'm just gonna click on USB flash drive and click on next, and then we can refresh. It's not finding a drive, so maybe the drive has an issue. I can just open disk management and then format the drive. Okay guys, I have just deleted the volume here. I can just create new simple volume and then click on next, finish, and it will just format the disk. Quick format and okay. Okay, format complete. Okay, I got the drive here. Now one more thing which I would like to do is use Rufus and kind of reformat it, because I used to make this pen drive a bootable pen drive, but this is a completely optional step. So guys, I'm using Rufus and formatting the drive again using Rufus. So once Rufus starts up, I have launched it, or maybe I haven't. Let's just relaunch it. It's here. Okay, so I have started Rufus and click on no. I got Rufus. Now it is selecting my hard pen drive. I can just click it on non-bootable and Yeah, I can just start it. It is just gonna format it, and since I have created it as bootable pen drive before, I'm just gonna convert it to non-bootable just to be safe. Yeah, it's an optional step. If you want, you can do it. Okay guys, once we have done that, we just refresh the device list and it will show me our 32 GB USB drive. We can go to next and it will do its downloading thing. Okay, and I'll come back to you once the downloading and creating the bootable drive is over. Before we continue with the installation, it's still downloading over here. I just wanted to say a few things. One thing is, if you have anything like quick heal or any other thing which has a product key, make sure to take a backup of the product key, which I did not say. Many people used to like the software called Ninite for quick installing apps. I don't like it. I never used it because I prefer installing apps on my own by downloading the ISO. It's just me. If you want, you can do that. You can use Ninite. Other than that, also make sure that all your folders from the C drive are backed up, because many people forget about those folders like documents, downloads and pictures, where you have your screenshots and all those things. So many people forget that folder where there is screenshots and stuff like that. So make sure you back that up. So right now it is creating the Windows 11 installation media. I'll come back to you guys once that is done. Guys, one more last thing to talk about, which is many people are scared or confused about their licenses. Like, you know, many laptops have a Dolby Atmos. My laptop has Dolby Atmos. It came with Office and also Windows 11. So many people are confused about those licenses, and it depends. Not all licenses will work the same, but for all I know is Dolby Atmos, like my laptop came with Dolby Atmos, it will be linked to the device hardware. So once you install the correct drivers for your speakers, then your Dolby Atmos will automatically get activated when you download the Dolby Access app. After that, the Office will be available in the Microsoft account you have signed in your laptop. So make sure you remember the password before reinstalling Windows. Remember the password of your Microsoft Office. And after that, there is like one more thing, which is Windows 11 license, which is also OEM. Your hardware will have it. So when you reinstall Windows 11, it will automatically activate when you reinstall and connect to the internet. So yeah, that is about the licenses. If there are any other licenses which you are scared about, do search it up and check out their support pages. Ask them if it is gonna work or not. For Dolby Atmos, it's always mostly linked to your PC, unless you have like a 1-year license for Dolby Atmos. If it's like lifetime license, it should be always linked to the laptop, which in my case it is. We'll find that out once we reinstall it, so do watch the complete video before following the processes I did. I also did take a driver backup just in case, because Windows sometimes does not install the correct drivers, and sometimes the drivers we need might not be available on the laptop website. Mine is a ROG Strix G15 Advantage Edition, so I should have the drivers on the website as well, but it is always safe to take a backup. So guys, the USB flash drive is ready now, so I'll just hit finish and then it will clean up before closing, and then now the flash drive is ready. So now before we proceed, I'm just gonna do some final checks if I've backed up everything, and then we'll proceed to installing Windows 11 again after wiping the entire laptop. Now note, for people who have multiple hard drives like my old laptop, the old laptop of mine has a SSD and a HDD. So for those kind of people who have 2 drives, you can kind of put all your important data on the other drive where Windows 11 isn't installed, and you can just clean install Windows 11 on the drive where the Windows 11 was there before by just formatting it. Now, people who don't have multiple drives or any cloud storage subscription or an external hard drive to back up all your data, I used Google Drive to back up all my data because I have the subscription. So if you don't have all those kind of things, you can just create a separate partition and move all your files to that partition. But remember, when you are formatting the partitions while installing Windows 11, which I will be doing, do not delete the partition which has your files. Okay, so just remember that. Make sure you remember what was the size of the partition you created for those files. I have not done that, so I won't be doing this thing which I told you. But if you have your important files in a separate partition, make sure you don't delete it when you are installing Windows 11. So yeah, once I'm ready, I will come back to you guys when I'm installing Windows 11. I've checked everything one last time. Now I'm just gonna shut down this PC from here. I've disconnected the second monitor, so it's like it won't be confused which one is the main display, but I think you can still do it with the second monitor on. So after shutting down the PC, I don't know my boot key, so I'm just gonna figure it out by pressing a key. So what you have to do is just turn on the power button and enter the BIOS. If you don't know the BIOS key, just search for it on the Google, and it's a basic step. So I'm just gonna skip to where I reach the BIOS. So guys, I clicked on my BIOS key and I can see an option to boot from my USB drive, but I will be entering the setup first to check what all things are there in the BIOS, and then what you can do is just boot from your USB drive. So I'll just check all those things, but I'll skip to when I'm booting from the USB drive because I want to make sure all the settings are right in the BIOS. But this step is optional, so if you have any idea about the settings, you can just do that, or else you can just skip this step and just click on this USB thing. It is different for different computers. My BIOS has a mouse, so yeah, just click on the USB boot option and boot from the USB drive. I'll come back to you guys when I'm doing that. Okay guys, I'm back. Now we are gonna click on USB boot. We click on USB boot. It is going to have this logo here, and it is going to start up the USB installation media, and it should give us the Windows 11 installation media in a minute. Obviously guys, it did not take a minute. It took hardly like 10 seconds. So now we have to select the language and time currency format. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep it English US. Now you can change it if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna keep it English US. I'm gonna hit on next, and now it is asking me for keyboard input. I'm just gonna keep it English US for now, and it is going for next, and it is asking me if I want to install Windows 11 or repair my PC, but I want to install Windows 11 by deleting the older Windows 11. So I'm just gonna click on install Windows 11. After clicking on I agree, everything will be deleted, including the files, apps and settings. Okay, so now I'll click on next, and it is gonna load up some things. It is saying we are getting a few things ready, so let's just wait for it. Now it's the license agreement. I just need to accept it. If you want, you can read through it. I'm just gonna accept it. It is asking please wait, so let's just wait. Searching for disk, and this is where the partition thing comes up. So yeah, make sure if you have another partition with files, do not delete it. I'm gonna delete all these partitions except for the partitions which are there in the USB drive. So make sure you don't delete the USB drive partition if it's showing up, but yeah, let's just delete the partitions, and I'll come back to you once I'm done with that. Okay guys, so I have deleted all my partitions of the NVMe SSD. This is the USB, you can read the name. So now I'll just create my partitions. What I will be doing is creating approximately 450 to 500 GB partition for my data and files, and then the rest will go for Windows. I have a 1 TB hard drive. Now if you have multiple drives, make sure that you haven't deleted any partition of those drives, or if you have a partition for data, do not delete it. Okay, so let's just create partitions and I'll come back to you. Created the partitions. I've created two same partitions. So now partition 4 will be where I'll be installing Windows 11, and partition 3 is where I'll be saving all my personal files and data, which should be safe over there. Okay, so I'm just gonna select partition 4 and hit next. Okay, so now it's showing me ready to install Windows 11 Home, single language, keep nothing. Certain apps and features may require additional requirements. Windows 11 minimal system requirements. Okay, so we just click on install, and now it is installing Windows 11. So I'll come back to you guys when this is done and setup process is coming. I don't use a local account, but if you use a local account, make sure you search it up how to do that, because Windows 11 does not allow you to create a local account anymore, so you might have to do some commands. So yeah, you can just search that up. For now I'm just gonna leave this like this and let it install Windows 11. So it happened very quickly, hardly a minute. So the Windows is here, the setup screen is here. Let's just hope my mouse is working. I tried reconnecting it. Now country, I am from India, so I have to search India. Can I type I and find India? Nope. In Linux that's an option, so that's cool. But now I will have to search for India. Obviously it's right here. I can select India. Yeah, my mouse isn't working, so I'll have to use my trackpad because of the driver issues. My mouse isn't working. Okay, let's just click on India. We just say yes. Okay, holding the camera and everything is a little bit okay. So first I'll keep a US keyboard, and then I will add another layout because I have two keyboard layouts, which is English India as well. Yeah, okay, so I have like two keyboard layouts. I usually just use the US keyboard layout, but I just kept both of them. I can add it later as well after I complete this setup. So it is just checking for updates. It should now update and stuff. Okay guys, so now the updates, there were no updates. I guess it automatically updated while the setup was preparing. So now it is asking me for device name. I can just give a name. So let me just put in the name. Okay guys, I have named the device as the ROG Strix. So yeah, that's the maximum length of the name I can give. Thank God I was able to write all this. So the ROG Strix is the name which I've given. I can change it later if I wanted to, I guess, but I'm just gonna keep it like this, the ROG Strix, so that I can know which device it is when I'm connecting to other things. So I'm just gonna go for next, and it is showing. Just a moment, and you can see my camera recording light here. It's my phone. My phone has a light for recording. Okay, so I'll come back to you when the screen comes up. Okay, it's checking for Windows updates again, so I don't know, maybe it will update now. It's confusing, like Windows updates, it's checking the third time right now, but I think it is done with all those things. Maybe now it will ask me to sign in with Microsoft account or something. Okay, no, it's updating the PC. So okay, I'll get back to you guys after the updates are done. I thought it already updated, but now it's gonna update again to the latest update. So I'll come back to you guys when once the updates are done. Updating and all those things is done. Now it is saying unlock your free PC essentials, and I don't have any other options, so I have to click on next. So what is there? Security, privacy, help keep your device secure, and fastest, most secure way to log in, passwords, etc. So the accounts and stuff. So first I have to log in, so let me just quickly finish logging in. Okay, after logging in with Microsoft account, I don't know why using my password it was showing you have lost internet connection. So I just clicked on my email ID thing and got the verification code and then signed in like that. But now I have to create a pin, so let me just quickly create a pin. Okay guys, I've already created the pin. Now it's gonna go to the next option. Okay, all these things I'm just gonna turn it off. Okay, so let me just quickly turn this off. Okay guys, I've turned all this off. I always keep it off. It's always better to keep it off. So I just go and click on accept. Now it is asking me if I want to back up the PC. So I'm just gonna click on more options, and there are all my other PCs here, and I'll select which one is my PC. Okay guys, so I selected my device and hit continue. Now it is going to restore all the folders, apps and settings and credentials whatever I have backed up on the Microsoft account. So let's just wait for it and then I'll hit on continue. Okay, so now it's just gonna do the thing, getting things ready and setting up your stuff and all those things. It is gonna also ask me maybe for Microsoft 365 and stuff. So I'm predicting that it will ask that. I don't know if it has changed or not, but knowing Microsoft, it's always gonna ask that. So let's just wait. Now it is asking me to customize the experience. I'm just not gonna customize it. I'm just gonna leave it to be default and just skip it, because yeah, I'm just gonna install the things which I need by myself, so I don't need this. I'm just gonna skip this. Now after I've skipped it, it is now asking me to do this thing like QR code thing, and it expires in 3 minutes. So I don't want to do this, so I can skip this. Skip that, and now it is asking me back up your photos with OneDrive. I'm not doing that. I'm skipping that as well. Skipping multiple stuff. I'm back here, and as I predicted, it is asking me for Microsoft 365. Let me just see what the options are. Okay guys, so I just clicked on next, and yeah, this is the fresh install of Windows which I have here. Now I'm just gonna set things up to be my way. Download the backup which I had. All the settings should be the same, so I just need to set the wallpaper and the apps and all those stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you liked my video, do subscribe and comment if you have any doubts or if you're stuck anywhere in the installation. I've installed Windows 11 like 2 to 3 times till now, so yeah. Now I'm just gonna uninstall all the unnecessary stuff that I have in Windows 11, and then install the drivers first, then install all the apps that I need, and the data I'll just download it and keep it back where it was. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I forgot to add the confirmation part where I'm confirming whether the license are working or not. So I got my Windows license here. It's working. Windows license is working. The Microsoft Office license is working, and also the Dolby Atmos is working. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's working. Everything is working. Now I'll just have to reinstall everything, the apps and everything, and restart the system, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the last note which I wanted to add after the outro. So bye bye.